Y'all, I hit the wrong button. Excuse me. Hi. Welcome to Double Down Day. That's pretty much just how my whole week has gone. Just like that. Just like that. I just hit the wrong button. Hi. I hope everyone has been having a wonderful Double Down Day. Oh my goodness, there's so many people in the chat. Y'all, friends, how are you? Let's see if we can, we can do this. There we go. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. We have Jacqueline stepping out for food and snuggles with my baby. Just wanted to hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yolanda, back from running errands. Got some more editing and yay. Heather finally in from errands, lunch, and planting. Just bought herbs, ready to write. Plan positives. Hello, everyone. I'm here for at least the first hour, going to work on Sarah's new workbook and the videos. Yay! Miss Page, hello, hello. Making my second mocha, made a bowl of blackberries and cottage cheese for breakfast to nibble. Determined to finish uploading my story Bible today. Nice, yes. Falcon, hello, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Jenna, working on something to send off to a beta reader. Nice. So Jenna is another one of our fellow Heart Breathings admins. She is running sprints tonight at 9 p.m. So I have that up at the top of the chat. If you're watching live, I have our schedule. So there's all that. By the pin, hi, I'm new. This is my first sprint with Heart Breathings. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Since this is your first time here with Heart Breathings, let me give you the rundown. And this is kind of what we do for most sprints. Double Down Day is what we're doing today, and that's where we have stacked all the admin sprints back to back. So you go from what time did you guys start this morning? I have been, oh my goodness, like running around like a crazy person. 7 a.m. with so they started at 7 a.m. and we're gonna go all the way down to 11 p.m. Eastern with our friend Jenna. During my sprints today, we're gonna have 4 25 or not 25. I normally run 25-minute sprints, but I am going to run 20-minute sprints so that way we can get out the door and into Tracy's sprints next on time right at 3 p.m. So I have that here in this link. She'll be running, that's our next streamer who is hosting sprints. All right, so without further ado, I guess a few other housekeeping things. Thank you so much for giving me grace on Tuesday. I did not get to sprint Tuesday. This whole week has been a nightmare and just like crazy busy. And if it's not one thing, it's another. Like they say, when it rains, it pours. But I am here. We're all here. We're all okay. We've made it through the day. So I am going to be spending my first sprint kind of finding my sanity, kind of cleaning up my desk, and getting some semblance of organization around here and finding my plotting notes. My goal for this afternoon is to finish plotting book 3. One of my, I think I mentioned this at one point, I like book 3 was too big. I talked it over with my critique partner, and I need to split it into 2 books. So now I'm trying to replot book 3 and then plot a book 4. So I want to try and finish plotting book 3 today. All right. Louise, hello. I'm doing chores and admin these sprints. Nice. Me too. YouTube froze on me. Yes. Welcome, Lori. I've missed you. I'm so glad you could join us this afternoon. Okay, so we're going to do 20-minute sprints. My sprints are silent. So while we're sprinting, there will be no sound from my screen, or from my video, I should say. And then we've got the purple timer, my Pomo focus today, because I felt like I really like my Spirit City game, but I don't need to tempt the tech gremlins today. So we're going to stick with Pomo focus. So when the timer chirps like a bird, we'll take a short break and then get back into the next sprint. So if you would like to drop a comment in the chat, let us know what you're working on so we can cheer you on too. That would be awesome. Otherwise, I will see you guys when the timer chirps. Good luck, and I'll see you then. All right. Welcome back, everybody. It is now break time. How did that first sprint go for you? For me, I finished eating some lunch. I pulled a card from my Oracle deck. I kind of cleaned up my desk so I could get my plotting stuff out. But the Oracle deck I'm using today is this Believe in Your Own Magic, which I absolutely love. This deck, please focus. This doesn't want to focus, but I really love this deck, and I got the card Potion, and it basically says, remember to practice self-love. I love it. I love it. So I am going to be definitely practicing some self-care and self-love this afternoon. It has been going crazy, and I haven't even had a chance to watch one of my favorite romance series of books has been turned into a TV show, and the first episode came out Thursday, and I literally have not had 2 minutes to string together to watch any of it yet. So right after this, I am going. I know, Jenna. I know. I am like dying to get to this first episode. I'm like, my mom has already watched it. And I'm like, I just want, give me like an hour to myself to watch this show in peace. Let's see. I see Daphne was going to work on her work, their work in progress and brainstorming for a new series. Fleetwood came in. Hello. And Sam. Hello. Hope just rolled into the next DD Double Down Day sprint. First time here. Yay. Welcome. Still cleaning up the series I'm working on, and it's been a huge learning curve, still figuring out what works for me. And that's okay. It's okay. CJ, hello. Long-handing, more thesis, more tea. Awesome. We are rooting for you. Lori, I'm playing on Canva for some Instagram posts. Yes. Fleetwood got 290 words. Barbara, no words yet. I was getting prepared, figuring out the next scene I needed to write. Ready to go for the next sprint. Yes. Nicole hopped in late, so I didn't get much done. I ate breakfast with the dogs out, then worked on the outline for chapter 1 of my latest book, so I can start writing in the next sprint. Yay! Yes, what series? So the series is The Black Dagger Brotherhood by J.R. Ward. It's paranormal romance focused on vampires, but there are some other metaphysical, mystical, like creatures in the series that come up. But it's focused on vampires, and it's so good. Daphne, 298 words and a lot of thinking. Sam, 466. Oh, I promise. I'm really. Nahalina, I believe. Please let me know if I said that right. I know you've been to my sprints before, but my brain is like, no, I can't remember. Did some socials and take a small break from editing. Yes, everybody is rocking it. It's on Passionflix. It's a small streaming service, just passionflix.com, I believe. So it's all like romance books and movies and stuff that have been turned in, or romance books that have been turned into like movies and stuff. All right, we've got 20 seconds left. Stretch, hydrate, grab a snack if you need it. I am going to continue to work on my 3-act structure here for this book. Try to remember where I was going with it. That's going to be fun. All right, 20 minutes on the clock. I will see you guys when the timer chirps. All right, all right. How is everybody doing? I kind of procrastinated a little bit, downloading photos to then print to put into my planner for memory keeping and stuff like that. That's okay. It's all on the to-do list, and it kind of gave my brain a moment to like stop and let my subconscious kind of think about where I'm going with my plotting. So I think seems to be a common problem when I go to plot. I have an idea for the like last few scenes of the book, like basically the resolution. And then I can pretty much plot out everything from the beginning of the book up to like the darkest moment, right? Right before the biggest conflict, the climax of the book. But that actual climax of the book, that last chunk, I never can. It's really hard for me to get to that, to see that until I've gotten the first chunk of the book written. And so while it's annoying because I need to figure it out. So I think with this book, because it needs to tie so tightly to the fourth book and what happens, I think I am going to do a phase outline for both of them. So that way I can get things plotted and figured out and can move things around pretty easily until I can get things working. So that being said, I spent the last few minutes of that sprint kind of opening up my document, my spreadsheet, and getting it set up, starting to get it set up for a phase outline and whatnot. So let's see, where did we leave off? I see Renee joined us, jumping in from Mel's workshop. Miranda, hello. Coming back to revisions. Martina jumping in from Mel's workshop too. We'll go for a quick walk around the house. Yes, sounds like a great idea. 2:45 for Barbara, 1:55 for Daphne. Mel's here. Hello, Mel. Mel is one of our lovely heart-breathing admins. I bet, Mel, you had sprints at 9 this morning. So, and Mel will be sprinting again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So definitely check out their channel. Heather, 5:51 this time, and finished the first chapter of the book. Not a big chapter, but it's done. Yes, nice. Laura, just lurking while I clean. Yes. Oh, thank you. CJ got some solid thoughts down. Not sure about the word count. We'll have a page of a notebook full. That's awesome. Editing, a very satisfying part. It's so hard not to only read it. Yes. Nicole, I started writing the first chapter of my latest book. It's the last book in my series. Really excited. Awesome. I need to drop for an hour, but I'll pick back up in the next session at 3. Thank you. Welcome. I'm so glad you could join us, Daphne. Robbie, can you tell us more? Oh, phase outline. So the phase outline is, I'll have to see if I can find the website and see if it's still up. But, okay, I'm like looking at my time too. So a phase outline is going through not only by like scene by scene and saying this is what happens in the scene, but basically going in and breaking that scene down further to he said this, she went there, word vomiting, kind of all the nitty gritty details that come to you without actually fleshing it out. So you might take a 50, 25 words, 50 word phase outline text of what happens in that, and then turn it into like 250 words in your draft. And so you can kind of really figure out what's going on without putting a lot of work into the actual draft. I'll see if I can find the website that describes it better. That was from the author that I learned it from. All right, we have 20 minutes on the clock, and I will see you guys when the timer chirps. Okay, welcome back, my friends. So I spent that time, like I realized the spreadsheet I had was not going to work. So I had to build a new one from scratch. So I got that all set up, quickly calculated my word count that I'm aiming for, how many phases I need if I want to get, say, like 200 words per phase. I did, Robbie had asked, could you tell us more by what you mean by phase outline? And so I tried to get into that, but I shared instead, I also shared here this link. And this is what I found when I was looking for different outlining methods. And I've used it once to write my sci-fi for a nano project one year. And it worked amazingly well. I've never, edited it or, got it done, but it was probably one of the only times I've finished nano with like a week to spare afterwards. Like I think I wrote close to 55K in 3 weeks, which is an insane amount of, like, for myself. I'm a slow writer. So definitely check this out. But basically a phase is anything that will move your story forward for the next like 200 words or so. So definitely check that out. Let's see. Angela's finally here and looking for some food. We're getting back. Let's see. Rebel had to duck out during Angela's sprints to run errands and managed to spill a whole coffee on myself. Oh no. Sarah, hello. Let me know if I'm saying that right. And let's see, Renee got some great notes down. Louise didn't accomplish much beyond catching my granddaughter's ball game, but yes, that's a great way to put it. Sit next month's novella launch to final beta reader and proofreader. Now to handle finalizing some paperbacks for this month's launch. So many tabs. I get it. Just joining in, I need to get back to the story after a long time of not writing. Yes, it's hard. Mentor is letting me set up another spell and sketch out all the desk contents. Yay! I might have to skip over some of these comments just because we're running out of time. We will have one more sprint, 20-minute sprint coming up in about a minute and a half. Don't forget to take care of yourself. We have been going for a long time today. Take a break if you need to. Maybe you could use the next sprint to do a self-care sprint if you want, or just take maybe 5 minutes out of the next sprint to get up and walk around, hydrate, grab a snack, stretch, focus your eyes somewhere far away from the screen. So that way you can take care of yourself while you're doing this awesome day. Angela eating lunch. Yes. Yes. 50K in 3 weeks. Yes. Hello. I'm so glad you're here. We have Lori playing with Canva. Yes. Amanda, hello. That sounds awesome. Shara, okay, awesome. Thank you. Nicole went well into chapter 1, doing well, didn't keep track of words. That's okay. Next one, I'll make some dinner to be ready for next stream. Yes, chapter 3 characters done, 2 many to go. Oh no. All right, y'all. We're going to go into the last sprint, so hopefully we can get out of here a few minutes before Jody Jean gets started. I saw her in the comments, but I will grab the link to her channel and post it here in the chat as well. So 20 minutes on the clock. I will see you guys when the timer chirps. Good luck. All right, everybody, that's the end of our last sprint. How'd you do? So I finished kind of getting that all set up. Kind of got up and walked around a little bit myself, and then sat down and I wrote the first 5 phases, about 115 words of my of the start of book 3. This won't be as hard to do, at least the beginning of book 3, since I have like the first 30,000 kind of written out. So I just need to kind of work on getting it into the phases and seeing where I can get the story flowing and where I can add a little more detail or subplot and kind of flesh out book 3 and then figure out the climax, right? So all right, so let's see. Here is the link for Jody, who is up next. So definitely head on over to Jody's channel. You guys are rocking it with all these words and getting these tasks done. You guys are awesome. Awesome. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep on sprinting. I might pop in and out as I find time to sit down and kind of write out a few of these phases. And then I will see you guys next time. Tuesday, I normally sprint Tuesday nights at 9. So join me then. And I will see you guys later. Peace, love, and happy writing.